What's going on, guys? It is the Poke King, and we're back with another banger. So we're going to take a look at Terapagos EX. Shout out to Celios Network. This is a variation of his deck profile for, yes, the turtle. Are you turtle enough for the turtle club? I will have the deck profile in the description box down below, the full deck list. If you want to copy it and then throw it into, for example, Pokemon TCG Live, feel free, play out the deck. Let's get into it. Terapagos EX. So of course, we're starting off with 3 Terapagos EX. This card is absolutely busted and you have to play it. This card with Unified Beatdown doing the 30 damage, and I know the light is shining so bright, but Terapagos being a tanky Pokemon, our goal is that, once again, we want to utilize the advantage of the Unified Beatdown, 30 for each bench Pokemon that we control. So the biggest that Terapagos can do for an attack standpoint, of course, is going to be 240. And unfortunately, we're just not playing the energies to do Crown Opal, but there are going to be other builds that you'll see that will have the ability to use this Crown Opal attack. So we're just going to focus on Terapagos EX, pretty much becoming a big wall to where we'll just use him to attack. So you got to play 3, absolutely need it. And once again, it's going to trigger this card. So we play 3 Hoot Hoot. We're playing 180 HP and 270. Almost any deck right now that plays any form of Noctowl, I'm trying to try out like the 80-70 HP build just to see how good it is once again against Dragapult, so they can't go like Hawlucha knockout. So I just want to kind of see that actual build. Now, a lot of people are going to say that this deck has to play a 4-4 line, which it probably does. But once again, I want to try and see how Badoo and some certain cards fit in. So I dropped the Noctowl line to 3, and once again, the Hoot Hoots to 3. But normal list, you'll see we'll play 4 and 4. So I want to go more for a slower game. You know, I don't care if my opponent sets up, because at the end of the day, I'm just going to keep looping the Terapagoses and just putting way too much damage to where, you know, if you're playing any stage 2 Pokemon, you know, all of the babies like the Dreepies, the Charmanders, the Pidgeys, they're just going to get knocked out from like Adrenabrain. So we're playing 3 Bouffalant, and Bouffalant's really good. Once again, you're not attacking with this because it is a horrible attacker. We're using it for the effect called Curly Wall. So as long as we control at least one other Bouffalant in play, all of your basic colorless Pokemon take 60 damage less, once again, from your opponent's Pokemon. So that's absolutely busted with Terapagos. Pretty much makes that a 290 HP basic Pokemon, and that's really good in the game. So we're going to play 2 Fan Rotom, of course, because it searches out the Bouffalant. It's also going to search out the Hoot Hoots and the Noctowl, so we have to play 2 Fan Rotom. And then it's also just a good single prizer attacker. Once again, when you're running up into things like Ralts, Dreepies, Charmander, and then we want to play 2 Monkey Dory. So the goal is that, for example, as we loop these Terapagoses, once again with like Scoop Up, Turo, Monkey Dory can take that damage and then spread it. So the goal is to move around 60 damage per turn. So then Terapagos can also do 300 total because of the 240 plus the 60. So it's knocking out some big Pokemon. We have the ability to go into a wall of Cornerstone Ogerpon. Once again, that's just because of the fact that we play Crispins and we also play Energy Switch. So with like Glass Trumpet, Energy Switch, Crispin, you can then get out a Cornerstone and shut down things like, you know, Dragapult, Zard mainly. And then of course we're playing the 1 Lily's Clefairy because we can actually get this out as an attacker. We do use like Monkey Dories for like the Mind Bend, so we play a few Psychic. So why not play Full Moon Rondo, so then we can then knock out Dragapults and then you can loop it back. We play the 1 Latias EX. It's just a great overall support Pokemon. Everything is almost a basic, so we want that free retreat, especially when it comes into not having to, you know, use an energy to retreat a Noctowl or some, well, not a Noctowl, but a Hoot Hoot, or any other Pokemon. Pheasantip the EX, of course, this is the best draw support Pokemon in the game. And then we have the 1 Ditto. Once again, if you're not running up against a Klefki, Ditto can allow you to go into Badoo, which can allow you to go into other plays. So Ditto, really, really good. And then we play the 1 Badoo. Now, of course, we want to slow down the game. Some people may say, well, why give your opponent a chance to, you know, knock out a free 1 prizer and then go after another 1 prizer and then go 2-2? Sure, if that's what they want to do. But at the end of the day, we can slow them down, Badoo, spread out some damage, and then have Terapagos come and take some bigger knockouts. We know that eventually what's going to happen is that once again, when we're having Unified Beatdown and then, for example, the Monkey Dories, the extra 10, 20, or 30 damage that you can put on a Charmander turns into a Charizard EX, allows Terapagos to take those knockouts. So that is all we play for the Pokemon. 3 Iono. Once again, it's just a great way to, you know, get bad hands onto the bottom of the deck, and then also to get your opponent to go down to 1, 2 cards or something like that in the hand. 2 Crispin, which is an absolute busted card. You got to play 2 Crispin. We play 2 Boss's Order, great way to boss around the big tanky Pokemon when we want to take easy knockouts, for example, like on Terapagos. And this deck absolutely smokes Terapagos, so that's the benefit. 1 Professor's Research, great way to get a bunch of cards in the hand. And then 1 Professor Turo to loop, once again, not to get locked into any soft plays, because at the end of the day, we just want to beat up Dragapult EX and Terapagos, so this does a really good job at doing that. We want to be consistent, so we're going to play 4 Nest Ball. We just want to be able to get out all our basic Pokemon like the Terapagos, the Lily's Clefairy, or even something like Badoo or Pheasantipity. And then we're going to play 3 Ultra Ball, just another way to search and get that actual support. And then you can grab also Noctowls. The 1-ofs, you play a lot of 1-ofs. Well, actually, this is a 2-of. 2 Energy Switch, totally forgot. And once again, this is just because you play the Glass Trumpet. So the ability to move around energies is absolutely nutty, especially even with like Crispin. 1 Buddy Poffin, and that's once again just to get like Fan Rotom, and then you can grab like a Badoo. And then we play the 1 Glass Trumpet. This allows us to energy switch and then to take some cool knockouts with like Cornerstone, get that up and running. We play 1 Counter Catcher, so even with the Badoo and easy knockout, if you know opponents want to take that easy knockout, Counter Catcher then can come grab their Pheasantipity, any support Pokemon they're playing, even like a Mew EX, so a great option. And then we played the 1 Night Stretcher, great way to get back Noctowls or to get back Lily's Clefairy. And then I opted once again to cut one of the Hootoots and the Noctowls for the Badoo, and then a Super Rod, being able to go Super Rod Nest Ball into Lily's Clefairy, into Crispin. Absolutely busted because you can get back the 2 energies from Crispin, so a Psychic and anything else. Then you go Nest Ball, get the Lily's Clefairy, and then once again off the Noctowl, you search for the Nest Ball or the Super Rod. So you have to have at least one of those combos, and then the Noctowl searches out the other 2, and then you Crispin, take another knockout on Dragapult. They don't ever see it coming. And then we play 1 Scoop Up Cyclone, absolutely busted to keep once again rotating out all the different Terapagos. And then we play 2 Bravery Charm, absolutely necessary in the deck. And then this is a card that some people are thinking about going down to 2. I know my brother was talking about it, but we're going to play 3 Area 0 Underdepths. You absolutely want to see it. So, you know, if you prize 1, at least you have the other 2. But once again, if you're playing only 2, if you prize 1, you only have access to 1. So we're thinking about either keeping this at 3 or dropping it down to 2. And then I love these sleeves. Shout out to the Dragon Shield Turquoise. They make everything look beautiful. Big fan of these. So we're going to play, and I love these energies, 4 Dark, 3 Psychic, and 2 Fighting. So that was the Terapagos EX deck profile. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of the deck. If there's any cards that I should change or anything like that, please let me know. We have about a week and so, actually a week from today, I'll be heading down to Atlanta for the Pokemon Regional. So wish me best of luck. Let me know, should I tweak anything in the deck? Once again, you can also subscribe, become part of the channel. But you know what we say, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become part of the Poke Kingdom. It's been your king. Peace.